Okay, Rita Walia. After this, we will, Preeti Subrawal, be ready. Rita has to catch a flight. So, Rita, go for it. Rita Walia, you have to raise, okay.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for letting me speak early because I actually have a flight to Bombay. But then I had promised Pragya that today I will do I will share my experiences. She's been after me for last 2 months, so finally I'm here. So first of all, I am thankful to Healy for it to come into my life through Pragya. I mean, how we connected, I don't know, WhatsApp ke through somewhere, somehow we connected. And then she has been after me like 4 months. Like Sir said, she was after me, ma'am, le lo, this is good for you, this is that for you. And then finally I took it. And, skeptical initially, of course, ki how this is going to help me. But it has actually helped me in many which ways. But first, I will share my experience, how I used it on my pets. I've got 2 dogs. So I used them on my dog. First of all, I have a lab who loves to eat naturally, we all know. So she ate a fish with a bone on her it got stuck on her neck, and my house was in turmoil. That is the time when Pragya called me and I was screaming. So she said, what happened, tell me. She told me how to do it. I used the Healy on her, and I think initially she was very agitated, and actually it's very uncomfortable when a bone in your neck and the pet can't say anything. So how do we do it? In my Bengali mind, if anyone is Bengali, he knows fish khaya to matlab you have to have a big round of ball of rice. So I did that. I pushed it on my dog's throat, and I was like praying, and I used the Healy. And by I think 2 hours, 3 hours, she felt comfortable, but she was actually coughing a lot because it was hurting. So slowly, I got it done. I used it continuously on her the whole 3 days. And I think second day we did an X-ray. The X-ray, the bone was of course not there, and she slept so well for the whole night. She stopped coughing, and she was very comfortable. Laga hi nahi ki that she had a bone in her neck. That is one thing which I was really surprised, because she slept so well. Not a single discomfort in her throat, and because the bone was very big. So that was our main concern, and then it went out of her system very easily. I mean, we didn't even know that there was a bone in her system. That was one. My second pet, he's a street dog. He developed a skin disease, and his hair was falling off. Patches were all over his body. It was looking very pathetic, and I used to feel very scared. Again, I asked her what to do. She again guided me, and I did the analysis. He was not sleeping because of his itching habit. The day I used it whole day, by that evening he was quite calm, and he slept from that day onwards. Though I had to take him to the para. I'm a homeopathic person being a Bengali, so I went to a homeopath. But I continued with my Healy, and he was very comfortable. And that was the main thing, that he slept. We were all used to keep awake because he wouldn't sleep. He would be just scratching, and we would put that cone on his mouth, so that on his neck, so that he can't bite himself. But he would continue. He had a lot of discomfort, which really put me in a very ease that yes, this is a good product. And the third thing, now I'll say how I used it on myself. I was traveling, and I suddenly developed a frozen shoulder. I was speaking to Pragya, and I told her, this is a very bad state. I can't lift my hand. I'm in a hotel. I can't change myself, and I'm in a very bad state. So she said, use this. She guided me exactly the way she did. I did that. I think by next day afternoon, I was hale and hearty. I had gone on a weekend, so I stayed the entire weekend at the hotel only because I couldn't move. But with the hand was such a bad state. But I think on Monday I was on my feet, working very hard, and I didn't even realize that I had a pain. I couldn't lift my right arm at all, and I was working on that day. So next 1 week I was absolutely fit and fine. So yeah, I hardly now people say कि तुम अभी doctor के जगह Healy use करती हो. I said yes, this is something which is amazing. It's very difficult to explain people until unless they see it themselves. So I mean, I've used it on my daughters, on myself, on my mother, and everyone, and I have seen the results on it. And the final thing which Pragya wanted me to show, I don't know, Pragya, can you show the screen? If you have the slide, there's a photograph I had shared. I have these marks on my face. If you can see, they are very light now. They were very prominent in my face wherever, even if I couldn't do any makeup, because the moment I do my makeup, they would become more prominent. So I used to feel very uncomfortable with those scars on my face. So I started using it. She guided me for the skin. I used it for 2 months, and I think I'm seeing amazing results. People are telling me that तुम कौन सा डॉक्टर दिखाई अपने skin के लिए? I said no, I use this product, you know. So this is amazing. I mean, I've seen wonders. And then final thing, I'm sorry, I'm saying so many things. I'm at 50. I am giving exams. So I had this paranoia कि मेरा एग्जाम तो मैं भी मुझे कुछ याद ही नहीं रहेगा 50 में मुझे क्या मेरी मेमोरी काम करने वाली है. And I was very scared. So she said, use this Mag Healy and this, do on yourself, study, and what all she guided me. I did everything. And I cleared those papers like anything. And I called her up. I said, I didn't even believe that I would clear these papers. So yes, it's an amazing product. And uh, anyone outside, if anyone is not using here, then he or she should go it for it. And I have been trying to spread it to everyone. Pragya has been after me, but I'm a little slow about that. I'll be on my feet now on that also. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Rita. Thank you so much. And literally not fair. When you have got so much from Healy, it's time to give back. Now, I feel we all have to learn this. What you get, it is a law of karma. And if you don't give back, it would be taken in some way. It's better we learn how to give back in a best possible way. So, Rita, I want you back. I want to know what are the programs what you have used for frozen shoulder you mentioned, for your skin, and also for animal, that bone which got stuck. Were you using remote? Can you just give us quickly so that it helps people? Rita,
yeah. So for my skin, she had said skin defense and other cycles which I use. And for my memory study, Mag Healy, that big one, Mag Healy, I use study all the time. And then coach, she asked me to use that coach thing whole night. I used it for at least for 5. I use it every week nowadays because I have my exams coming up, a lot of exams. So I use it regularly. That is there. And I use for my bones, my pain stimulation. She asked me to use that, and I used it regularly. And yes, it has helped me a lot.
And animal remote.
Yeah, I would like to add here the second dog which Rita ji was talking about, who has had a lot of scratchings all over the body. I remember when we captured the vibration of the second one, Healy suggested a lot of Ayurveda, power of 3 programs. So that's what we did for the second one, and it helped him a lot. By the morning, the scratchings were all in control, and I remember that.
Superb. Awesome. Fantastic. Khub bhalo, Ria Walia. I'm Rita Walia. So it was amazing. And I would say Pragya is doing some amazing work out here. And so we heard Pragya's name, we heard Sheila Matad, we heard Pratna Gupta. I feel these are the angels who are touching people's life. Rita Walia, it's your turn now. So all of us, 271, let's bless Rita Walia with the best of health, all her pets be in the best health, her career, her relationship get harmonized in the beautiful manner. 2024, may she come to Mexico along with us and have the best year all the way. Bless you, Rita Walia. I don't know why Mexico came in my head, so I blessed you with Mexico.